The scooting.
Our big asses.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Hey, you guys, and welcome back to the 5th. No, today's the 6th episode. Oh my mother of pearl.
Don't say that I'm not a whale.
Hey, you guys. It's Fat Albert. My name is Murphy Fully Loaded, and this is my favorite co-host of the year, Catalina Islands, Karina Hefner.
Oh, you're hurting me.
Oh, sorry. Okay, you guys, so today's special episode, because it's the 6th episode of the Hanxious podcast, which let's give a round of applause. I am so excited. Stupid. It's not even funny. Okay. So, you guys, today is a really special episode because we have officially entered Christmas season, Hanukkah for our Jewish followers, and
Rachel.
Shalom. We love Rachel. We are so excited and beyond grateful in this holiday season to have so many of you tuned in every week to watch our podcast. And so with that being said, today we have a very special announcement. No, she did not get pregnant by me. That's next week's episode.
Story time, my gay best friend gets me pregnant.
We're literally one movie night away from having sex.
Ew, we really are. We made out last time.
No, I didn't.
I know.
No.
I'm just trolling.
Strike that from the record. We did not have any intimate moments together.
Not at sober, at least.
We were one Bible length and a pillow apart. Natalie, please don't cancel us. The big announcement, you guys, is Karina
We're creating
Hefner.
our own Hunger Games.
We actually really are. Inspired by the fact that Karina just finished the series, we are now deciding to do our official Christmas giveaway. Yay!
Yay!
For today's episode, I wanted to announce this at the beginning because obviously a lot of you guys click off. So I wanted to get this out of the way so no one goes away. Today's Christmas giveaway, brought to you by Karina Hefner and Murphy. We have some rules for you guys, okay? So how this Christmas giveaway works...
You can't fuck my boyfriend.
You cannot... Immediate disqualification. I'm like, fuck, I can't win.
I know, I'm sure there's at least 5 bitches like, damn. I already fucked him. Not funny.
Oh.
I'm like...
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Cut that.
All right. Literally. Okay. Okay, so how the Christmas giveaway works, you guys, is 1, you have to go to Karina's Instagram and favorite our pinned photo, okay? 2, you have to screen record and post your favorite clip from the podcast, okay? We love seeing what you guys think is funny, and I
love the reposts.
Right.
Those genuinely make my day and make me very happy. We both get so excited.
Yeah, it's like embarrassing, but I don't know.
It is all 15 of you that keep doing it every week. We love you, girl.
Literally.
We love you, queefs. Keep on queefing and tuning in.
It's kind of funny because it's like we're in a parasocial relationship, but we're as much of a fan of you guys as you are of us. So keep it coming. So first rule, go to Karina's Instagram and favorite our pinned photo. The second rule is screen record and post your favorite clip from our podcast. 3, make sure to tag us so we can see it. 4, be subscribed to our YouTube channel and follow our newest TikTok account, Hanxious, where we post clips from each and every episode. And number 5, we are going to pick the winner at random on December 13th, Hunger Games
Literal
style.
Hunger Games style. We're going to have a big bowl with everyone's names. We're going to pick it like...
Primrose!
We're going to pick it just like little Prin.
I volunteer! We're going to pick it in a bowl. So that's when we mean...
We'll do it on camera too, so you guys know we're being truthful.
Right. We're not going to fib.
And we're not
just going to like pick our friends.
Jessica's randomly the winner.
Literally. I'm like, that's where Nicolina won. Come get your prize,
Nick
Nikki.
Elliott's the second runner-up.
Please reach out to us. Okay, so...
To me, not Sam. Please, I'm begging.
We're going to pick the winner at random on December 13th, Hunger Games style, and the winner will be announced on our last episode before Christmas on December 20th. So, the rules are, Depending on where you post the clip will determine how many entry points you are eligible for, just like the Hunger Games. So, posting the clip on your Instagram story gets you 1 entry, okay? Posting the clip on your Twitter account will get you 2 entries, and then posting the clip on TikTok will get you 3 entries. If you post on all of your social media accounts, you're gonna get a total amount of 10 entry points. So that means if we see you post that shit on your Instagram grid, your Twitter, your TikTok, your Facebook, we might not be your friend on Facebook, but if you want to DM us a screenshot of you doing it, we'll be like, okay, we believe you.
Yeah.
So we also have some bonus points as well.
Yes.
So Apple and Spotify promote our podcast. They don't promote our podcast, unfortunately, but that's the problem. We've been shallow.
However, we're trying to get, we'll discuss that after, actually.
So
yeah.
basically what happens is Apple and Spotify, they will promote your podcast if it has a lot of favorable reviews. So if you leave a positive review on our Apple and Spotify page, we're going to reward you an extra 2 entry points, okay? And we can keep track of that shit. So I can go in and see who's reviewed what. So I can see if your account has reviewed
Narc.
it. I'm like, who the fuck gave us 2 stars? Damn it, it's my dad.
It was Sky.
We actually didn't tell the Sky story, but we'll get there. When the winner is announced, we're going to reach out to you via social media direct message. So whichever account we notice you're active on. I mean, clearly you're going to have an Instagram account if you have to favorite our page. So we'll probably reach out to you via Instagram. Time to tell you guys what the prizes is. So Karina and I are really financially pressed, but we wanted to give back to the community who's been so nice to us.
And loyal.
So I'm going to DoorDash my ass off.
Because Sam did quit his job the other day.
We're going to get into that too. So I'm going to just let you guys know right now that the first place winner, drum roll please, will earn a whopping $150 through PayPal. Then we're going to have a second place winner who will also earn $50. And then our third place winner will win $25. And finally, I just wanted to say that you will each win a shout out from both of us on all of our social media platforms, specifically this podcast.
Yes.
So if you guys want your name mentioned, make sure you post your favorite clip. And with that being said, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Kwanzaa. Jinx, you owe me a Hanukkah.
She wrote me some head.
Okay. First of all, Kwanzaa is not Hanukkah.
What is Kwanzaa?
Oh my God. Kwanzaa is a very
With all the
holiday.
candles?
Hanukkah. That's Hanukkah. The menorah is Hanukkah.
Wow, I'm such an idiot. Rachel, why don't you teach me these things? I've been your friend for years.
How is Rachel supposed to teach about Kwanzaa? Kwanzaa is a completely different
What's
religion.
for Kwanzaa? My most recent pinned is going to be a Christmas photo of me and Sam wearing matching pajamas and Christmas hats because we are boyfriend-girlfriend. Special announcement. I finally bagged myself a good woman right here.
I'm like, don't... What's it called? Don't count your chicken.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I'm going to cheat on you too. It's in my bones. I can't help it.
I know, I'm a cheater too. I can't help it.
Yeah, the reason we are doing this, though, you guys, in all sincerity, is because of the fact that we are really proud of the podcast episodes we filmed so far.
Yes.
And we just want more eyes on it.
You guys are too. I see it.
I know. You guys are so supportive. And so I just thought this was a smart way to get more people to promote it for us.
Yes.
Because we
and we
need
also
the help.
love our queefs.
Yeah, you guys are so unbelievably loyal and supportive. And I just want you guys to get something out of this as well. So that's why I decided to do 150. If you think that's not a lot of money, then I'm sorry to say you've never been poor. Because that shit is a lot to me. It's gonna come right out of my fucking bank account. Yeah, with that being said, let's get on to the video.
So we have a big announcement. Sammy here quit his big job. Are you going to say the name or no?
Fuck it. I'm out of here. I farted and hung up my way into losing my job, and I have no regrets. To make a long story short, you guys, my first ever full-time job I did not get until I got out of rehab for the first time. It was the first job I had where I worked longer than 6 hours a week. Like, my first job was Journeys.
And it was a full-time job.
It was full-time. It was work from home, which was really nice. I did a lot during the day. Quite a lot on the clock.
Here is the voicemail.
Oh, fuck.
Press 5. Hi, this is Sam calling because you filled the form out on our website. So I wanted to give you a call and see about getting you more information. Thank you so much and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
That's an actual voicemail that he left.
And I didn't get caught.
What's your manager's name?
His name's Mike.
Mike,
Hate you, Mike. Mike is he's an old geriatric bag of bones, and I fucking hate Mike. Mike was so rude
Mike
to me.
was probably like giving you tough love, and he probably really believed in you, and that's why he didn't fire you earlier, and instead he gave you a pip.
I don't respond well to tough love. I'm a sensitive
I don't
soul.
either.
Yeah, long story short, I decided to cut ties with my former company impulsively with a resignation text,
And
which
then
they
he
didn't
tried-
respond to. By the way.
And then he
So,
tried pulling a fast one on them and keeping a MacBook charger. They made him, when he went to go drop off the equipment, they were like, wait, there's some things missing. And he had to drive all the way back to his house to go get it and then go all the way back.
Yeah, they fucking caught me trying to steal from him, which fuck you. I needed that charger. It's the least they could have done after all I had to put up with.
You should have wiped your ass with it and then given it back to them.
Oh, I was straight up thinking, I was like, I'm going to literally throw this equipment at the IT guy's face. But then I was like, he didn't do anything.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so point is, you guys, I'm back on the market. If anyone's hiring, let me know, I guess. Because in the meantime, I'm going to be serving full-time looks and glamour. And also popcorn at my movie theater job.
It's also going to be door dashing. So if you see a Sam C delivering your order, he probably ate a fry out of your bag.
This shit's gonna be so hard. I'm horrible at door dashing. The amount of people I haven't even dropped their food off at the right place and I just left.
Oh.
This one time in
You
particular.
got a fur ball?
Yeah, from licking your pubes. Okay. Yeah, no, this one time when I was door dashing, I didn't have the energy to find the lady's apartment. So I just left it at some random apartment complex, sent her a photo of the person's address, and I said, go find it. And she was like, what is this, a fucking game? And I was like,
Yeah,
I'm
the
outta
Hunger
here.
Games.
Literally.
You're hungry, bitch. Go fetch.
So that is the end of that era for me. I am officially, I'm not technically unemployed. I do have a job and I am door dashing. And big announcement, blind leading the blind. I am actually in the middle of getting my personal training certification as well as my nutritional coaching certification. So within a few months, I will be qualified to help whip other people into shape. So if anyone wants a workout buddy or somebody that has been where you've been.
As long as it's not the same hours that we're working out together. Thanks.
Well, I was thinking in my head, I was like, I wish she would get certified too. And we could just be a duo. Just work out with people.
Like Bruce and
Chris.
Yes, yeah.
Caitlin and Chris.
I know. Well, I know, but like back then,
Right.
not to dead name her.
Yeah, no, we love Caitlin. Caitlin, come on the pod. Oh, wait. No, we don't.
No.
Cut that.
Caitlin's a fiery ass Republican.
I know.
And
that
literally
Caitlin's
tried,
so
who is that one TikToker? She's also trans, but she's amazing. And she just did a fashion show. Caitlyn Jenner tried coming for her.
Dylan Mulvaney.
Yes.
Dylan.
Yes, I love Dylan. Did you watch Dylan's video to Caitlyn?
Yes, no, I'm a Dylan
She
supporter.
read her to fucking filth.
No, she did.
Oh my God. Dylan, if you're ever watching this, I love you at least. I don't know.
I love her too. I love Dylan.
I love Dylan. And your runway TikTok, I watched like a million times.
Yeah,
So
no.
you slayed that shit.
You're a legend, and you
And
are
you're so kind.
yeah, so kind and
Yeah.
polite, so
It's
unlike
what we
ourselves.
wished we were.
Yeah, no. To be honest, Dylan.
She would probably watch our podcast and be like, oh, that was kind of nasty. What they just said. Like, not even being mean about it. She'd be like, ooh, that was kind of nasty. You guys wouldn't get it unless you watched Dylan.
All I will say is, Dylan Mulvaney bodied Caitlyn Jenner harder than Caitlyn bodied that paparazzi in the car. Drove her straight off the road.
Is that the person she K-word?
Yeah. Killed with a K.
Killed Kardashian. Chris is like, It's spelled with a K, right?
Well, because it's Caitlin, it would be a C. Killed with the C.
Sold by Caitlin.
I don't know why I'm in this weird mood where I like want Caitlyn Jenner to be on the podcast. Did you watch I Am Kate, which was her show?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I watched it with Nick.
That was like a pretty serious show. You watched that?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't get bored?
I did.
Okay. I mean, it was a little bit boring, but I don't know why I'm sticking up for her. I hate you, Caitlyn.
No, we don't.
We don't support Caitlyn.
No, we just don't support her because of how mean she was to Dylan.
Yeah, no, for real.
And also as a political person.
We
get it, Caitlyn, you're not a girl's girl.
Okay, we've offended the Kwanzaa community, the Caitlyn stands. Anyone else we want to go after?
Kim Petras.
Fuck you, Kim.
Yeah.
Your music's good, but you suck.
I've seen you live and was almost on the verge of tears because I loved you so much at the time, but you need to stop working with Dr. Luke.
Yeah, we will 100,000% always be ride hard Kesha stands in this community.
Oh.
Kesha raised me. See you next Tuesday. So get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, she really did.
Kesha is a legend, and I'd put her on the wall too, but...
Has she been to jail?
You know what? I don't think Kesha's been to jail.
So she's a fraud.
I'm
just kidding.
And we offended the Kesha community. Next. Can you tell we're hungry?
Stop squishing my arm.
Oh my God. What am I supposed to squish? Your
my
nose?
boob.
Oh.
My pussy.
So I think today's episode, we're going to go ahead and just answer your guys' questions that you wrote in for Karina.
We got a lot. So thank you. I
ton.
love reading the questions.
Yeah, no, you guys are slang, serving, giving,
cunty,
farting and shitting.
Squirting and farting. Have you seen that? No. The first question is, who was your crush in middle school? So we'll both answer.
Oh.
For my Colorado Springs girlies, it was Aaron Flanagan, of course. Like everyone else's crush. He was actually the first guy to ever eat me out.
How old were you?
13.
I'll be honest, my sexuality was in such a confused phase in my life. I mean,
so
obviously...
it was definitely probably a girl, but then probably secretly a guy.
Obviously, after my relationship ended in 7th grade, I was lost, okay? I didn't know who I was anymore. And I did get one more girlfriend after Haley.
Was it Nikki?
No, her name was...
What?
I shouldn't say it because the story I'm about to tell is really fucked up. I'll call her Raymond. Because she had a boy's name. And it was the first strike because she had this boy's name. Okay. My friend Nora knows who I'm talking about. And
damn it.
She had a really massive crush on me, okay? And I was kind of at my wit's end in terms of like, fuck, I think I'm gay. Okay, so me and Raymond, we got along. We were in a play together, and I loved Raymond.
Oh my God.
Wait, Raymond's the name of my cousin. I can't call her.
Call her,
She just, okay, I'll just say it, okay? She had really, really bad daddy issues, and I was too young to be equipped to know how to handle it, and I didn't even like her like that. I was just dating her out of pity, and
Sam.
She went on to tell me that it was true. I didn't know if I was gay or not, and I was like, well, I guess I could get a beard, like, while I figured this out, and she hugged me one time after rehearsal, and she told me this really fucked up story about her parent who himself in front of her family. And she like...
How? With a gun?
Yes, and he broke into their house. The mom had left the dad, and then the dad found where they lived, and he himself. But I was so young, so when she was telling me the story, I just remember being like, oh, that's a lot. Like, I don't know what to do with that. And I already knew I was going to break up with her. So I was like, my God. No, why are you telling me?
And this like just had happened to her?
It had probably happened a couple years prior. But either way, I was like, oh no, I don't know what to do. Like, we're breaking up and I'm sorry, like therapy, question mark. Like, I really want to be there, but like, I don't like girls. Like, this is not, please. Like, I wanted to interrupt her and be like, tell this to someone else, someone who's going to like you, because I don't. And I don't want you to like
Are you on good terms with her now?
I have literally not heard from her in years, but
Does she have social media?
yeah, she does. She's got a Facebook. I don't know if I've been on it recently, but she looks like she's doing well for herself. And obviously, after a
Good.
trauma like that, I would hope that she
Got
has
help.
found peace. And but yeah, no, I definitely I had to cut my losses there. That was a crazy one, but that was my first real experience with the daddy issues type of girl. And truthfully, I have them too. So it wasn't like I was like, oh God. It was just more like, I literally am 12. I don't know how to help you. Like, that was a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Of course, she was going through a lot, duh. But, like, I was like, In conclusion, I didn't have much crushes in junior high, but in high school, I was quite the whore. So.
Makes two of us. So, have you guys ever had any fights with each other?
Guilty!
Boy, have we had some fights. The last one Sam told me to myself.
Okay, in my defense, that was the last time I've ever blacked out. I got worked up on the Uber ride home from wherever we were at.
So this was our most recent fight. We have had quite a few
For
arguments.
those of you who don't know, Charlie's is a gay bar, okay?
In Phoenix. First of all, okay, so I've been drinking 3 nights prior to this. So I'm already in like a bad mood. I shouldn't even be out. I should be at home resting. But of course I go out and we end up at Charlie's and then we end up going to this house party, like an after rave type of party for some, I don't know why we went there. We didn't even go to the rave. So we go anytime me, Sam, and Rachel are hanging out past 2 a.m., it's not good news. We're going to end up not being friends the next day.
We need a curfew.
If it's just us, it's fine. But when there's other people involved, that's when like me and you do not get along.
Yeah, that's why we haven't any guests.
Yeah, no, for real. And so,
You guys are our guests.
so we go, period.
welcome into
You guys
my
just
home.
can't talk to us, which is honestly perfect. So we end up going to Tempe. So we Uber from Phoenix to Tempe, and then we end up seeing our friends, Emo, Eve, and Olivia. We saw them for like 10 minutes. Sam, okay, but before we went in, this was Eve's friend's condo, I guess, in Tempe. The Uber drops us off at the front of the complex, and he's fucked up. I'm like drunk-ish, like maybe tipsy, because when you get so hungover, at least for me, and I'm drinking while I'm that hungover, I don't even get really that drunk. It's just kind of, I don't know where it's going. But there's a group of these random people, these random guys outside.
It was a group of Saudi Arabian men, okay?
Yeah.
And I loved them, so I wanted them to join us.
He did, but we didn't know them. Like, it was just, Sam literally, we got out of the Uber, and as soon as we got out of the Uber, they went, where are you guys going? Where's the party? And Sam went, come with us! And I was just like, that is not your party to be inviting people to. Like, we barely got invited ourselves. We ended up being there for like 10 or 15 minutes. We ended up leaving, and then we end up taking like a bunch of group pictures with them outside. And then I'm like, Sam keeps talking to them, and I'm like, the Uber's here. Let's go. As soon as we get in the Uber, immediately we start fighting.
I was just blacked out, and I was angry because nobody was supporting my friend group that I just created for myself.
I end up putting in my AirPods because Sam just ends up getting really mean. And so all of a sudden I have my AirPods full blasting. I see him, like he's sitting, Rachel's right here, and then I'm sitting right here. And then I see Sam going like this. I still have my AirPods in. I see Rachel go and like screaming at you. So then I take them out, and then you're screaming at her, and you're like, we don't even like you. Like being mean, which isn't even fucking true. Like, we love Rachel. We love her. We love Modi. And so as soon as we pull up to my house, Sam gets out of for some reason, even though we lived like 5 minutes away from each other at this point, I tell him, I go, what are you doing? Get back in the car. You're not coming inside of my house. And he was like, fuck you. Go fucking kill yourself. Like saying all this. And then he literally was being like, you're a fucking bitch. I hate you. Fucking kill yourself, you whore. Like screaming like that at me. And so I'm just like, Rachel, let's get inside. Sam, okay, before his phone dies.
Can I just
Sam?
Pause. Keep in mind, the reason I got out of the Uber was because
he was convinced I kicked him out of it when I was like, no, get back in. You need to go home. So then Sam's phone is on like 1%. I'm watching his location, and it's just slowly moving.
Listen, okay, in my defense, because this is where my memory comes back
And
to
I
me.
did nothing.
My memory comes back to me at this point, because it did start, like, I don't know why. I was blacked out that whole car ride, and then the second we got to your house, I can remember what happened. I come to out of my blackout, and I think that you just kicked me out of the Uber. So I start trudging my way home. You said my house is 5 minutes away. By car?
By car.
Walking?
No, it's actually 8 minutes away by car. By walking, it took him 2 hours to walk home, right? Or 3.
It wasn't that long, but it was at least
at 4 a.m. and
miles.
He's belligerently drunk too.
Right.
And like where I used to live, there's like javelinas, coyotes. Like it's scary to walk over there.
And I was pissed about it. So I was walking home thinking the whole time, this bitch kicked me out of the Uber.
And
Fuck
so
her. Even though I deserved it. I
know.
For some reason, I have myself completely convinced that I was removed from the vehicle. So I start walking, and then I'm pissed, so I start leaving a really violent voice memos, okay?
Before he left the voice memo, Rachel's like, okay, my Uber's almost here. And I was like, can you please just like try and find him on your way? And she was like, yeah, no, I was already planning on it. She said she couldn't even find you. Like we tried, Sam, we literally tried. And so all of a sudden after Rachel leaves, I get this gorgeous, lovely voice memo from Sam that's like 7 minutes long. I fucking hate you, Karina. You're the worst person.
Story to tell.
I know. He was like, you're the worst person I've ever fucking met. And then you were saying how your boyfriend's fucking ugly too. But guess what, Karina? He's actually hot and I'm going to fuck the shit out of him. You were saying shit like that to me.
My God.
Sam finally got home. I'm texting his roommate. I'm like,
roommate?
John, I mean, you want to be mentioned?
No.
Texting his ex-boyfriend that still lives with him. And so I'm texting him and I'm like, can you please let me know when Sam gets here? So Sam finally gets there. His phone finally turns on. And so I'm like, okay, thank God you didn't get like eaten by a wild animal.
Because I was fucking sprinting. Like I would like.
No, and I could hear it in the voice memo because it'd be conversing and then all of a sudden it'd be like.
I was trying to get
like
home.
the noises. I know. And so in the morning, I just sent Sam a voice message being like, you're really drunk and I honestly don't think it's really good for us to be friends right now. Like, I'm really upset with you. And then all of a sudden I get all these voice messages from Sam and he's still drunk. And then we finally FaceTimed and then I explained the situation and played him the audio. Thank God I had it of my recording of me literally being like, get back in the Uber. He apologized. He bought us Domino's and then he later bought us Dairy Queen and we had a little girl's day and we instantly made up.
And the abuser cycle continues.
Yeah, but we haven't been in a fight since, right? We haven't.
No, because that was completely alcohol infused. And at that point, I was like, okay, I need help.
Yeah, and honestly, you haven't gotten that drunk because I think you realize you really hurt someone you care about. So.
Well, I started the medication and it actually works. So.
That was our most recent fight, though, and that was like almost like 6 months ago. We've gone in like a handful of fights, but nothing like too. I mean, just kidding. We're mentally ill. Like, we're both really mean. So it's like we have been in really bad arguments. Like, but it was years prior when like there was other things kind of happening.
I'm trying to think right now, like.
It was when you were on Adderall, honestly.
It's pissing me off because in my head, every time we fight, I think you did something wrong. But then I'm sitting here right now trying to think of like, fuck, what has she done to me? And I'm like, I don't remember. I don't think you have. It's just making me feel I really have worse. Either.
I really like genuinely.
I mean, the most all you do is just provoke me. Sometimes.
I do provoke you. I think we got in a fight the first night I said you looked like Susan Boyle. Like, I think we actually kind of got into it.
We're doing good.
Or with Nora. I feel bad for Nora because one time we all went to California, the Joshua Tree trip we talked about the last episode. Me and Sam kept fighting in the hotel room and it was making her really anxious. I felt really bad. She was like our child that was witnessing like domestic abuse basically and like their parents fighting. She kept going, guys, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You guys stop. And me and Sam just kept.
Your friend Jessica, our friend, I'll say.
Yes, Jessica loves you.
She probably hates me again after hearing that story replayed for the masses.
She did hate you when I sent her the voice message.
As she should, as so should everyone. Still never claimed to be a good person. So anyway.
Me either.
Oh, she kept telling me on your birthday. Every time you were being a bitch to me, she would just go, she doesn't mean it. She's just drunk. She doesn't mean it. And I would be like, I
love her. I love her. She's such a true. This one says, what's the craziest thing you both have ever done to a guy or in a relationship?
This is going to just really air out all my dirty laundry today.
Well, while you're doing that, I'll think of something.
Okay, so My first and only relation. I feel really triggered about telling that story. That's like a really traumatic story for me. And I know it's making me the victim in that, but it hurts me so bad that I was such a monster to you.
I know.
Obviously, I was saying that shit because I don't know if any of you can relate to being abusive, but if you can, leave a comment. I'm not trying to convince you guys, but I'll just be completely honest. I felt like that was out of my character for who I've been for the last year and a half. Like that was a moment that to be honest, every time I've gotten drunk, even in my most blacked out states this past year and a half, that was the only time I've done that. Like where I screamed.
Yeah.
That was like old Sam. Like new Sam doesn't do that.
No, not at all. Oh my God, no, because
honestly too, I think there was just some pent up aggression towards you because of the instance when you did do coke in front of me. And I think I was carrying into that.
Yes, and you did mention that too
there
the
was
next day, and I never did it in front of you again.
Right. And I think that was like bothering me so bad that I just obviously was saying things that I thought would end our friendship. But of course, I didn't fucking mean what I was saying. And so what I'm saying to anyone who struggles with saying things they don't mean.
Me too.
You typically aren't doing it because you think in your head like, oh, we're going to be friends again. Like you're saying this shit thinking in your head like, I'm never going to talk to that bitch again. I'm going to fucking be so fucking mean to her right now because I don't think I'm ever going to speak to her again. And then you wake up and you're like, I want to be your friend again. I'm sorry. So our next question was, what's the craziest thing you both have ever done to a guy or in a relationship? So this story, it's a little bit lighter than me telling people to die.
Instead, he was being physically abusive.
Not to my boyfriend, but to his brother. So, my first ever relationship was with a guy, and he does live with me currently.
He lives right across the hall.
I'm gonna get a lengthy worded email after this mention. But kind of what we talked about in the last episode. Do you get along with people's exes? Similarly to that, I think this kind of brings up the topic of getting along with people's parents and their family. And when I started this relationship, I struggled really badly with getting along with his siblings. And I think it's because it was my first relationship, and clearly I've got some tendencies that would lead me to be a monster. And one of like our only dates, I would qualify that as, we went on was with his two brothers and his stepdad. And we went paintballing, and I love paintball. So, or I thought I liked paintball because my boyfriend got me into playing video games. So I was
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so I was like,
you're
oh
like
my
a
God,
gamer now.
it's like a video game. And then it wasn't anymore. If you guys have never played paintball, I don't recommend it. It fucking hurts, okay? So I start playing with his family, and we're shooting the shit. It's the last round of the game, and it's just me against his brother and his stepdad, and they start firing at me, and they're clearly winning. They hit me a couple times on my body, and so
that would have made me so mad.
So I was basically like,
I would have felt truce, and the way our brains think, I would have thought I was ugly. Like I would have been like, oh, literally. They're doing it because I'm ugly. Like that's like immediately what my brain thinks. But keep going.
Yeah, no, I took it fucking personal, okay? And they had shot me enough, and then one last time they shot me, and it was right in the fucking noggin, bitch. Right in my cranium, in my skull. They gave me a soft spot on my fucking head. My went cross-eyed for a minute. So I'm like, okay, enough. The game is done. Like, holy fuck. So then we're all like walking back. And at this point in my life too, I was addicted to Adderall.
Such an asshole.
And
did you have eyebrows at this point? Or was it the blue hair phase with no eyebrows?
Blue mullet, no eyebrows.
Oh no.
My Jeffree Star era.
Yeah, no, literally.
So, long story short, he points the gun at me. No, I'm totally mixing that up. I pointed the gun at him. It was like a ceasefire. We were all getting ready to leave, and something just fucking took over me, and I picked up the gun, and I shot him in the head. And he was like, what the fuck? We stopped. And I was standing there holding the gun like, what have I become? Like, thank God I don't own a firearm. Holy shit, I just fucking committed homicide. So that left a pretty nasty impression on the fam. And each other since things were a little bit tense. And I remember too, his brother was just like, I don't get it though. Like, what did I do? And I'm like, what didn't you do, you bastard? You know what you did. Could you fucking imagine your boyfriend's sister?
I would have shot his sister in the fucking face too.
Yeah.
She did that.
Throat, eyes, ears, bitch. You're done. You would have put that bitch in a K-hole. Something she could never come back from.
No, I would be evil. I would be like, oh, you want to shoot me, bitch? Where's your mom? Because I'm going to shoot her in the fucking face from what you're doing to me.
For real. So, honestly, word of advice, word to the wise.
Don't do paintball if you have BPD and you're a drug addict and you have mixed feelings about their family.
Any anger issues, don't do it. But I would love to do it with our friends.
Oh, we would no,
but not against each other. Not against each other, but against someone else.
Okay, like the laser tag when we played it against other people.
But honestly, though, paintball is really fucking scary and it hurts. So you probably would be terrified.
I would probably be screaming.
And you're tall.
I would be an easy with my long, luscious black hair, and I can't run for shit. It's like when I run, it's like a delayed. Like I literally, it's like I'm running, like dreams where you're punching someone and it's like way too slow and you're not beating them up. That's me in real life when I'm running.
Literally, like it's so fucked up.
The craziest thing I've ever done.
Where do I begin?
There's a lot, obviously, but I don't know. Like, I can't even think of anything besides like maybe the window.
Yeah, you just get provoked a lot.
I do get provoked. I'm not just crazy. Like I there has to be a reason, but
well, I guess you could just let the people know how you like. I mean, you've told me that you've been able to like
hack into things.
Well, not just hack into things, but like body slam him.
Okay. I don't necessarily remember this because I was so blacked out from anger. But we were breaking up.
Anxious.
One of the million times we've broken up, and all I remember is being in his bedroom in his apartment, and he's the one who said I body slammed him. I don't even remember doing it, but my boyfriend is 6'2", like he's bigger than me. I guess I picked him up and literally like pinned him up against the wall and was screaming at him because he was literally pissing me off. But I think he ripped something out of my hand first and it cut me or something. And then I was like, oh my God, one time.
Ronda Rousey.
Okay, so this one girl, I found out I had gotten cheated on with her, but because of Noah. And so me and her ended up being on FaceTime because we're fine. And so we're on FaceTime and she hears him in the background and he comes into the bathroom and she starts screen recording because she's scared for my safety, thinking he was going to hit me. I show him the phone. I go, oh, look who I'm on FaceTime with. And then he goes, oh, who cares? I only fucked her one time. And then I literally just fucking started punching him in the face and she screen recorded all of it.
Oh.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, that's really stupid.
So mean. Like, so mean. I'm literally about to start crying thinking about it. I fucking can't. And then this question says, what do you have against Apple Watch and fangirlies? Well, those are usually the type of girls I always get cheated on with. So you're guilty by association.
A select few of you ruined it for everyone. So
literally. Don't get me started on the Disney adults.
Wait, he fucked a Disney adult?
Tried cheating on me with one.
Ew.
2, actually. Karina, can you tell us why you got suspended a lot? Cyberbullying.
Were you being bullied or you're cyberbullying?
I was being the bully.
Oh my. What was the worst thing you ever said?
Like, this Republican during the 2020 election said, y'all F slurs on Twitter. Like, he tweeted it. He was saying something about like the protesters and he called them the F slur. And I just quoted his tweet and went, his baby was probably not even a year old. And I just quoted his tweet and I went, your daughter's ugly as shit. And then it started like a 2-day war.
I told you guys, she's a monster too.
But then you started saying it on alcohol fetal syndrome or whatever. Like, you were going in on that little ass bitch. And then the mom was trying to like find my place of work. And I was just like, shut up, bitch. Like, you're preaching to the fucking choir, bitch. Like, I will dox you in 2 seconds. Anyways.
In my defense, he did call me the F slur. So
yeah, he was being homophobic. And when you're homophobic, I'm sorry, all bets are off and there's no boundaries because clearly you don't have fucking any either and you're a vile, disgusting human being. So.
Of course, we wouldn't do it again, but would we?
Yeah, I would.
Did she mean suspended from school or Twitter?
I don't know if it meant Twitter or school, but school was always because of Facebook fights too. It's always going back to the social media. I did call another girl's kid ugly, but she also had it coming and she called me ugly. And so I was like, okay, so long story short, it's this girl named Kelsey Tapia. Okay. I went through Noah's phone. I went through Noah's phone and I saw that they were Snapchatting. I thought it was his ex-girlfriend, Kelsey. So I texted Kelsey and she was like, no, like I've never even had a Snapchat. And I was like, cool, thank you. So it wasn't her. And then this girl didn't even have her last name, her middle name, nothing. It was just her first name. I end up finding her address, her phone number, her Facebook, her mom's Facebook, all of her shit. I end up texting her being insane because, first of all, I messaged her being like, hey, girl, what were you and Noah talking about? Like, I've been his girlfriend for 2 years. Like, I'm just confused. And I was being totally nice because whenever I approach someone who I think I've been cheated on with, I'm super nice. I'm super nice to you even after, as long as you're honest with me, which I understand it's not really their fault. But if someone were to ask me if I did something with their boyfriend, I'm telling you the truth. I'm sending you every screenshot there is. I'm telling you what happened, whatever you want to know. So I just kind of expect that back, especially after finding out her situation with her baby daddy. And so we end up getting into a big fight and I'm just like, hey, like, what were you saying? And she went, bitch, don't worry about it. You're an ugly ass fucking bitch and I'll take your man. And then she was like, I'll treat Noah way better than you ever fucking could, bitch. You better not let me catch him. Like, just saying these really insane out of pocket things to me. And I'm just like, all I asked was what you were talking about. But now since you want to make it a fucking issue, bitch, I'll make it a fucking issue. You can start it, but I'm going to finish it. And so we end up getting So we end up getting into a big fight. I end up texting her and I send her all her information that I found. And I'm like, you're a dumb bitch. And I was like, do not let me find out who your baby daddy is because I will fuck him and make your ugly ass son call me mommy, bitch. And then she freaked out. And then it was a little bit, I kept like kind of messaging her like months like after that being like, what did you guys talk about? And she still wouldn't tell me. So then you know how I did get the information out was I looked up her first and last name on Twitter. I found an old tweet from 2015 from this lovely girl she went to high school with who had her DMs on public so I could message her. And all she was saying was, this bitch Kelsey's crazy. This bitch Kelsey Tapia's crazy. She thinks I want her man. And then there's a bunch of people commenting going, oh my God, she literally thinks I want her ugly ass man too. So I messaged that girl. I'm like, hey, do you know Kelsey Tapia? And she's like, yeah, why? And I was like, oh, I have beef with her. I'm trying to find her baby daddy. Do you know his information? And she went, yeah, I do. Sent me all of it. So I messaged him. He ended up responding back to me, calling me pretty. So I sent it to her and I went, dumb bitch. And then it started this huge thing. She ended up sending me a screen recording of their text messages together. And
her and Noah.
Yes, it was just a huge thing. But
long story short,
if I have gotten cheated on with you and you're a bitch to me like that and you're like verbally abusive towards me when I've done nothing wrong in that situation and you have an ugly kid, I will let my opinion be known.
Word to the wise, keep your kids off fucking social media or Karina's gonna come after them. But they can't even read. They're too young. So.
Okay, this one's a little bit of a trigger. Sam and Karina, have you guys ever had to deal with a family member commenting on your body in a bad way? What do you do or say?
I'll speak on this one first.
Yeah.
I had an epileptic dead uncle. His name was Beaver. And Beaver liked to comment on how I had been gaining weight. I was 10 at this point, and I was gaining weight, okay? I was a really skinny kid up until about 4th grade, and then the beef ramen caught up to me. Just grab your panties and go straight to your thighs. And so I couldn't fit into a Speedo anymore at swim team, so I stopped swim because I felt too embarrassed with my shirt off.
Yeah.
And they would comment on my weight and be like, oh, you've gotten chunky, you've gotten chubby. And I would look at them and be like, okay, you're no size 0 yourself, sir. Like, you're fucking fat too. And fuck you. And then they'd be like, well, we used to be skinny when we were your age. And I was like, well, the shoe doesn't fucking fit anymore, bitch. Look at you. So
Yeah.
to make a long story short, absolutely. And it's kind of ironic because every single person in my family that's ever commented on my weight has always been considerably overweight. So protection.
With me, my family has never really commented negatively. One time my grandma did tell me to watch what I was eating when I was literally 5'8", 15, and like 120 pounds, which that's always kind of been in my brain. Whenever I'm on a diet, my dad likes to remind me. Like if I'm trying to eat bad, he's like, aren't you on a diet? And I'm like, oh my God, I want to strangle you right now.
My mom is obsessed with weight, okay? And I know that's where I probably picked up on a lot of it. So obviously I had relatives that would comment on my weight, but more specifically, my mother spent my whole entire life fat shaming my dad. And it was just fucked up because it's like, okay, well, we got his genetics too. So, and she's no fucking ballerina either, bitch. So it's once again ironic. And she spent my whole life. And I remember being in second grade and I went over to my neighbor Corey's house. He decided to build a Sims family after my family. Like he modeled every character.
Stop. You've never told me this.
And while he's working,
were they all obese?
While he was working on my dad, he went, we should add a few extra pounds. And he slides the slider all the way up and makes my dad Sim like morbidly obese. And I went home crying.
So this question, are you stalking my life? They went, hi, I have a guy that lives next to me and I adore him and we have hooked up, but he has a new girlfriend now, so I can't see him. What can I do to get over him? Ugh.
Get him to cheat on her with you.
Okay, I had the same issue with my next door neighbor in high school, and a little bit after high school, I had the most disgusting crush on him. It was very humiliating because he would never claim me. He was actually very, very mean to me, and I'm still trying to not get over him because I am over him, but I'm still, the things he has said about me and to me still sometimes like I'll be reminded of it and it still like literally makes me want to cry.
What did he say about you?
He's just mean. Like he would literally tell people like, oh, I would never talk to her. Ew, she's disgusting. She's a slut. Like just mean stuff like that. Or I've been at parties with him and he would see me with someone else and then he'd go up to the guy and be like, she's disgusting. Don't do anything with her. And it's like, it's not like you're going home to fuck me. Like, I don't know why you're cock blocking me right now.
Gay.
He watches this, I think. But anyways.
Hi, Blake.
Yeah, he was just very mean to me. But he then, okay, so I got into a relationship first and then he ended up getting a girlfriend. But he would cheat on his girlfriend with me. And I definitely got my karma because now I am in a relationship with a serial cheater. So don't worry, I've gotten a taste of my own medicine. And he would literally, like, we would, like, hook up, and then he would, like, promise me, like, oh, I'm never going to go back with her. But also, I don't know why he would really tell me that, because it's like, we're not going to be, I know you're never going to be with me. And, like, we wouldn't even work out. Like, we're complete opposites. He would hook up with me, and then literally 2 days later, I'd come home from work, and then he would walk the girlfriend, the ex he would get back with, he would walk her out to her car shirtless, and I would like literally see it and be like, oh,
not his tits out.
Yeah, but like honestly, it took me years to get over that. But honestly, I think the older you get, the more you realize, like, you know what, that actually, even if you're like not even if you're with someone shittier, hey, you literally, like, I honestly feel like when you get older, I don't know how old you are, but when you get older and you kind of start to realize things and you start to realize more about yourself and the person's character who is mistreating you, you're kind of like, that's really gross that I allowed that and I will never allow that again. And it just, even if you're friendly with them after and you guys are like friends, just like kind of set those boundaries with yourself. But it also, I was in love with him from 2014 until like 2020. So
yeah, Karen has a really hard time with letting go.
No.
Karina's much more polyamorous than she wants to believe.
Yeah, but honestly,
Karina's been in love with like 12 different people at the same time.
I know. Yeah.
Same though, but
yeah, like honestly, I don't
so
really,
hard to let go.
It is hard, but like I said, like the older you get, like I keep learning more about myself every single day, and I keep realizing like the way I allowed myself to get treated was just not okay, because I have so much to offer. I'm sure you have so much to offer. sure you're gorgeous just like me, and you deserve better, like, by someone who wouldn't treat you like that. And the person you probably, there's a reason why he's with that girl and not you, as harsh as it sounds. But, like, if he really liked you, he would be with you and not her.
Right.
So you just kind of have to swallow that pill. I know it's hard, but it's the truth. Like, if they actually
Swallow, don't spit.
Yeah, do not spit it out, bitch. Get the water, let's chug it. Swallow the pill, digest it, and shit it out. And when you shit it out, it's your goodbye.
Yeah, let it pass through your colon, let it go through your fucking rectum, and just flush that shit down the toilet,
Yes.
because you are gonna save yourself a lot of fucking heartbreak.
Because I would also, I'm sure you do too, I would gaslight myself into being like, oh, he likes me back. Like, we're totally going to end up being married someday. That's insane. Like, I'm sure. And if he is watching this, he's probably like, you thought that?
He's like, what did
He's
I?
probably like, ew. Even though I'm literally gorgeous now.
It's just like, when the
No, but
fuck
like,
did you
I
get
used
that?
to gaslight myself into being like, oh my God, he's like into me. But in reality, he was telling people, she's disgusting. I would never sleep with her, even though he was full on fucking me. So it's
Well,
like,
he was clearly doing that because he did want you, but he didn't.
but it was also easy because we were
Yeah.
neighbors. So that's like the bet. I'm
Well, you
being
weren't
really,
just neighbors. You were hanging out in his little brother's room.
me and his little brother were best friends.
It's weird calling him his little brother. It makes him sound like he's like 12.
No, he's
He's
2
our
years
age.
older than me. But the brother that, no, Nick is not.
Okay.
We're going to cut their names, please. But
We included all of it last time.
okay, well, Nick is a year younger than us, and Blake, his brother, is 2 years above us.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
2 years older than me.
Oh my God, he has
and-
the same age difference as me and my gay older brother.
Blake is not gay.
Girl.
Don't.
Just because he watches doesn't mean he's safe from our rap,
He's
okay?
homophobic. He's not going to
deserves it.
appreciate that we're calling him gay.
I love Blake Elliott in an ironic way, bitch.
He loved you too. That's why he posted that gay porn edit of you too. Anyways, what was I saying?
Oh, that.
Oh, I
Blake's
literally
gay.
used to gaslight my
Gay, Blake's gay. Suck dick. Eat my ass from the back, bitch. Gay.
yeah, I used to
Faggot.
Okay, stop.
I gotta go.
I used to literally convince myself that we would be together, but like the older I get, the more I realize that was a pipe dream of yours, girl. That's never gonna happen. And the older I get, the more I realize how different we are and how that would not even work. And that I probably, even if we were to date, I would probably end it within like the first month or two, because I'd be like, this is not what I expected. Like, this is not what 16-year-old me was picturing with you.
Right.
But we have none of the same beliefs.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You
but
wear short shorts, you wear t-shirts.
so this question says top 5 people you'd want on the pod, top 5 people you know, and top 5 celebrities.
I've got a list of friends, and if we don't know you, you're not coming on it. So stop asking.
Or if you're a straight guy, like, just stop asking. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Do you really think we have anything in common with your people? No. If you are straight and a man, no. Quit asking to be a fucking guest on our podcast.
I think we're gonna log off.
Today's episode.
1 a.m. Like I have work in the morning, unlike you. So
Oh, I didn't even
It's
talk about
1:30.
work. I
No,
didn't get to
you
talk about my
did.
jobs.
you did.
I was going to talk about my other jobs, like when I fell asleep at the counter behind Journeys when I worked there when I was 16 and my manager walked in on me. And then I told everyone I moved to Illinois, and then he found me on Grindr a week later and accused my friend Zoe of basically like tricking him. And then she called me frantically because she was like, why the fuck did you tell everyone you moved to Illinois and then you got on Grindr? And I was like, how was I to know my creepy manager was also gay and on Grindr? Like, fuck you. But I love Zoe, and that was last time I had a job. And then my experience at Waffle House was a nightmare. It was traumatic. It was my first serving experience ever. My manager was on meth, ran away to Phoenix, stole a bunch of money out the cash register, left her family and friends behind. And I found that out when I returned there months later to eat. Waffle House was a nightmare. I had a chef who, he wore like a metal boot, and steam like came out of his kneecap. He was like a cyborg, I think. I literally don't know if he was part human or not. Anything
Ew.
else you guys want to ask? Yeah, in general, work has been a nightmare for me. I used to Postmates all the time to make enough money to get a pack of Jewel Pods. I lived on that for 3 years. And with that being said, you guys, I think that about wraps up the episode. So where can everyone find you, Karina?
Twitter is superficial. The last I is 3 1s. Instagram is Karina Hefner, and my TikTok is Karina_Hefner. And we do have a new TikTok where the @ is just Hankshious. So follow us and like our videos, please.
Yes, we fucking
And repost.
need them, okay? We
Yes.
just made this account. We're going to be posting clips on it daily. Obviously, that is a part of the giveaway, so you guys are already going to be having to go do that anyways. You might as well just get a head start and go follow us now. And with that being said, you can find my social media. I'm Sam Cook on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can stay subscribed to this YouTube channel to stay up to date on our weekly podcast uploads or stream us on Apple and Spotify. And with that being said, I'm about to urinate my pants. It's 1:30 a.m. and I am Murphy.
I'm Kareen. Goodbye,
And we are
Queefies.
signing off.
Bye.
And also, sorry for probably everything we did this episode.
Bye, Queefies. Love you.
Bye.